Hello friends, it's Aubrey from Crybaby Seminole Homestead. It is almost 7 o'clock and it's super hot out. But I have a friend of the family who messaged me on Facebook and said, it's that time of year to gather elderberries. Do you want some? And afterwards, do you want to go ahead and take some cuttings? Now I know it's not the ideal time of year to take cuttings, but they're going to prune their tree anyway, and instead, or their bush. So instead of letting those cuttings, which would have just been like trim it, chop it, toss it, or whatever, I am going to take them like I have in the past, and I will root them and grow them. Ideal or not, I'm going to get them for free, and I'm going to give her a couple packages of flower seeds just to say thank you. Really excited about going over there and harvesting the elderberry, which I'm going to later make elderberry syrup, and I'll probably show you guys how I do that. But I don't want you to just use my video as your only reference, because I've only made elderberry syrup a few times and I didn't get sick or anything, but just for safety caution, I think you should do your own research and watch at least a few people as they make theirs to make sure that you don't make any critical mistakes. But I'm going to go and do the elderberry harvest and take the cuttings and show you some of the plants that I've actually propagated from her plants in previous years, and that way you can see that it really does work. All right, everybody, let's get to it. These are the seeds I am giving my friend to tell her thank you for letting me have some of her elderberries and cuttings. I know she's happy just to give them away, but I always like to say thank you in a special way. Thank you. And thank you, friends, for joining me on today's video. So I got home from getting the elderberries. My husband goes, "You better run outside really fast. I have 2 bouquets for you." My bouquets. Yes, my bouquet. I've got 2 of these. My bouquet flowers. I guess it would go to flower eventually, right? For this project, you're going to need various pruners so that you can cut the different parts of the plant. It's very helpful to have things you can just do like one-handed. The loppers are kind of clumsy, but I'm going to need those for the larger branches because they are very generous with the larger size branches. So they gave me not just some cuttings, they gave me cuttings and berries, and my car is filled up. Let's take this out and start working on it. It's not my watering day, but I need water. Fill up the bucket. I'm going to cut this up. Those berries are not ripe, so I'm going to probably put them in compost, and if they end up coming up as little trees, I'll be happy. But I'm going to cut those off. I'm going to trim off a lot of the greens, and I'm going to put them into this bucket so that they don't die. I've done pretty much the exact same thing with figs. And figs and elderberry and willow, mulberry kind of, they're among the easiest to propagate by cutting. So highly encourage it, give it a try. And in just a few short years, you end up with tons and tons of fruit. So much fruit. Don't let being new to something stop you from trying. Look at all this fruit. And the fruit from their elderberries, there's just so much that she can just give away bags and bags, and she doesn't even miss it because there's that much. Today is August 26th or 27th, and it was August 12th that I went and got the cuttings of elderberry. I didn't get to take very good video footage because it was getting dark out, but I wanted to show you that it's only been 2 weeks since all I did was put elderberry cuttings in a bucket of water, and I do have it in kind of a shady spot. It's not really shady, but it's not taking direct sun. Whenever you're doing cuttings, cloned cuttings, you do not want them in direct sunlight or they will die. So you do want to keep them in mostly shade if you can help it. And I want to show you in 2 weeks what has happened. Those are roots. In 2 weeks. So I'm gonna make sure I put a little bit more water in here because I don't want any roots above, like above the water line. But look at this. This is only in 2 weeks, and these are roots. So when I go to plant these in soil, I'm gonna have to like stick a piece of bamboo in and then put the cutting in, or put the cutting in and put the soil around it. Because if you do the normal method, which is I just scratch it up and stick it in the soil, you'll actually end up accidentally breaking off these precious roots. So I don't want to do that. But I want to show you. Holy goodness. You guys, this is amazing. It's just amazing. Oops, what do I have done here? Let's see. I did push the boundaries a little bit. I took some cuttings that really I didn't think would make it. And wow, I already have new growth on it. This is a piece I didn't think would necessarily make it because it's a little bit smaller than I normally go with, and it's green, not even woody. So I didn't think that would be as good as a larger piece. And then this piece here is really bigger than I would ever do. But our friends actually went ahead and chopped down a big branch for us. So I am definitely not going to waste this. And at the top, I already have more new growth. So each of these, wow, look at this. I'm so impressed. Some of these I really was like kind of pushing it, like this one here. But look, new growth and roots. This is 2 weeks. So I'm going to put a couple more inches of water in here and say goodnight to you all, and just say like each of these now is ready to put in a pot. And once you do that, you just need to make sure that you keep it damp, because these are just like little water roots. Oh my gosh, wow, look at this one. That's good. I'm so impressed. This couldn't be easier. I gave you guys a list of what I have grown from cuttings that I found especially easy. Figs are probably only number 2 to willows. Willows have a natural rooting hormone, which you can actually make rooting hormone from in order to plant your other plants. Wow. But fig is so good. Look at that. New growth and roots. So really keep them in the shade, keep it full of water, and I don't even have to do like a humidity dome with these. I have in the past, and that works great too, but I didn't have to. And these are elderberries. They are doing just absolutely fabulous. Now I kind of regret moving them around because I already broke off one little root. So I'm going to be very, very careful. But that's all it takes. It's super, super simple, not overly complicated. Anybody can do this.